Hi, welcome to the documentary. Today's documentary is the Kraft Heinz recipe for scandal. We'll offer an in-depth examination of the corporate governance and accounting scandal that enforced food giant Kraft Heinz. The Kraft Heinz company was born in 2015 from the mega merger of two iconic American food manufacturers, Kraft Foods Group and H.J. Heinz Company. Kraft, with root dating back to 1903, was famous for products like Kraft macaroni and cheese, and Oscar Mayer Heinz, established in 1869, was globally recognized for its ketchup and sauces. The merger, orchestrated by 3G Capital and Berkshire Hathaway, aimed to create a global food powerhouse by leveraging well-known brands and implementing aggressive cost-cutting measures, a signature strategy of 3G Capitals. The relentless pursuit of serving, however, would later be cited as a contributing factor to the environment in which the subsequent accounting scandal took root. The US Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) investigation and subsequent charges highlighted the role of several key individuals within Kraft Heinz. First, Bernardo Hees, the CEO of Kraft Heinz. Next, Eduardo Peleceno, the former Chief Operating Officer of Kraft Heinz, and Klaus Hoffmann, the former Chief Procurement Officer of Kraft Heinz.
The Kraft Heinz accounting scandal centered on a multi-year expense management scheme in its procurement division from late 2015 to 2018. Employees negotiated supplier deals that included upfront cash payments and discounts in exchange for future commitments, like contract extensions or volume purchases. Instead of spreading these benefits over time as required, the company improperly booked them as immediate cost savings. This artificially inflated adjusted EBITDA, a key performance metric. To conceal the scheme, employees created misleading contracts and documentation. Meanwhile, in October 2018, the SEC issued a subpoena prompting Kraft Heinz to begin an internal investigation. By February 2019, the company publicly disclosed the probe reported a 15.4 billion goodwill write-down, cut its dividend, and saw its stock price plunge. In mid-2019, Kraft Heinz announced restatements for 2016 through Q3 2018, correcting 208 million in misstated savings from nearly 300 transactions. Finally, in September 2021, the SEC charged the company and two former executives. Kraft Heinz settled by paying $62 million penalty.
Following the Kraft Heinz accounting scandal, several parties faced serious consequences, although none resulted in jail time. Kraft Heinz, the company itself, paid a $62 million civil penalty to the SEC and took extensive steps to improve internal controls. Separately, it also paid $450 million to settle a class action lawsuit filed by the investors. Eduardo Peleceno, the former Chief Operating Officer, agreed to stop future violations, repaid $14,000 in disgorgement, and paid a $300,000 civil penalty. Klaus Hoffmann, the former Chief Procurement Officer, was fined $100,000, permanently barred from future violations, and banned from holding officer or director roles in any public company for 5 years. However, there is no public information on personal impacts or how any funds were used. The SEC's focus remained on financial penalties and professional restrictions.
In this part, I'll talk about the people who were affected by the Kraft Heinz accounting scandal, the real victims behind the numbers. First, the most affected were the investors. They trusted the company's reports, but those numbers were fake. When the truth came out, the stock price dropped and investors lost a lot of money. Second, the company itself faced big problems. It lost trust from the public, had to pay millions in fines, and its brand image was badly damaged. Third, the employees were impacted. Many work under a lot of pressure because of a harsh work culture and unrealistic goals. Fourth, some suppliers were affected too. The fake deals and unstable business made it hard for them to continue working smoothly. Lastly, even consumers were possibly affected if the cost cutting led to lower product quality. Customers didn't get what they expected. In the end, this scandal didn't just affect the company, but it hurt many people around it.
So we will go to the final part, which is lessons from the Kraft Heinz scandal. The Kraft Heinz case is a strong reminder of why ethics and governance matter. First, weak internal controls, especially in procurement, led to serious financial misconduct. Second, the company's leadership pushed extreme cost cutting, creating pressure that encouraged unethical behavior. Third, they misled investors, showing how crucial honest financial reporting is. It also warns that aggressive cost cuts can harm innovation and long-term growth. A strong questioning board of directors could have helped prevent this. Poor merger and acquisition decisions added to the problem, especially overpaying for deals and chasing unrealistic savings. Lastly, the SEC held individuals accountable, showing that leadership must take personal responsibility. This scandal teaches that ethics, transparency, and good governance are not optional. They are essential for long-term success. So that's only from us. Thank you.